Okay, so right now it's it's 12:38 a.m. My sleeping pattern's messed up because I'm staying up till like 2 a.m. because I'll have appointments at like 4 a.m., 3 a.m. and then I need to check in with them before. So now I'm just staying up late nowadays. But today's just kind of been a roller coaster of emotions, right? So if we start off at the top of the day, when I woke up seeing one of our hottest leads come in, managed to get on the phone and set him, right? So set him, really confident about that set. And one thing that's gonna be my theme for today, not for today, just moving on forward, is just making sure that I have green sets. And when I say that, I just mean that don't set someone just because I want to hit KPI, or just set someone because it's a bit of a slow day and, boom, boom, boom. Like that person there, I was very confident that this person will close. Now I'll come back to that person, right? So start the day off with got a set on the board. Whenever I do that, I feel like the day just gets rolling quick, And then midday, someone that I set for yesterday closed today, so that came through. And the beginning of the day was going great. The back end of the day, I had one guy that I was so sure I would have bet the house that he was gonna piff. The guy got on the call and he didn't piff, basically. I'll just put it like that. He didn't piff. Didn't close, right? He had some objection that didn't show up on the call. But at least if they were to go back and watch that call, green. So that was cool, but my expectation for that guy, I was like, okay, that's gonna be my first piff. But then no, he didn't piff. So that was kind of annoying. Now, the next person, the person that I set this morning, he didn't piff. He was very close to it, right? But the only thing with that was that he used some different type of payment method. So the payment's being held by the bank for 2 to 3 business days. So even though it went through, it's not showing up on the ELC for like, I don't know, another 3 days or something like that. So yeah, so that's pending. So if you was to count that plus the one that I had in the morning, on paper, today's my best day so far, just in terms of cash collected and comms. But it's been a weird one, just because one of the biggest things I've seen, our highest cash collected setter, our best setter for last week, I think he might have broke a record or something like that. But we just heard, like, in the meeting today that 3 weeks ago he was having a bad week. And this is the same person I was talking about in my last video. He was having a bad week on 3 weeks ago, and now he damn near broke a record. So I went back on the stats just to see. I wanted to see what's his stats looking like, what's the second person's stats looking like. And I just seen, like, the people that are like at the top, they've gone through weeks where, okay, it was a bit low and they were kind of figuring out, and then they just shot up, and then now they're on a roll. But anyway, what I've noticed is, with everyone that's really done well, that speed to lead, man, that's the biggest thing that I'm gonna work on. Tomorrow when I wake up, I am on these leads, bro. Like, these guys, as soon as the lead comes in, with certain people, I already know, okay, they've already jumped on it. So speed to lead for me, I definitely need to work on that. Speed to lead with dialing, speed to lead with texting. These are the main things I've seen with our best setters. Just in terms of scripting and what to say, I don't think it's that much of a huge factor, just because, man, I'm tired. Just because each one of our top setters have a different tonality. They have a different... It's the same framework, but it's like different words with each person, right? But the common thing is that speed to lead with the dial and speed to lead with just following up with them and just texting them and just being on the board with that. So that's my main thing for tomorrow. Just be fast with the leads. And then, yeah, just for today, I don't know, man. Today I didn't get as many sets on the board as I wanted to. it's a bit of a catch-22 because on one hand, I'm annoyed because I didn't get as many sets as I wanted to. But on the other hand, I know that the sets that I did put on the board today were green, and I can actually look back at the calls and be like, okay, these guys were green. I'm happy that I set them. You know, instead of being like, I'm just going to throw a bunch of people on the board so I can say I had 10 sets today, 7 sets today, 12 sets today. But then, you know, I'll like a couple of them no-show, bunch of reschedules. Because now what I'm starting to do is I'll see at the end of the day, the EOD on the setters. Okay, this person had this many sets, this many sets, this many sets. But now I'm starting to see how many of those sets actually showed up. Especially when you have a bunch of next day sets. Like, that's what I'm really just focusing on now. You know, shout out to our top setter. That's basically what he told me, right? And basically what Benny's been telling us, right? Just focus on the things that you can control, right? So things like, okay, cash collected, that's just a byproduct of speed to lead. Did you check all the boxes? Was it a green call? And if you just go through those things, you know, following up with them before the call, you know, calling them saying, hey, you still ready for the call? You're going to be, you can make it. Okay. Just checking through those boxes, like, and just being fast and efficient with it. If you get good at that, being top setter or get into 2K a week with setting, or just that cash collected is a byproduct of that. So that's what I'm just going to focus on. That's all I'm really focusing on right now. Just putting good sets on the board, you know. I'm a little bit annoyed. There wasn't as much as I wanted to today, but yeah, man. Yeah. So yeah, it is what it is, man. I can't even really say that today I've made the most comps, just because that EOC is still pending. It hasn't cleared. So, you know, I don't even get to really say that on paper. But yeah, that's how today's going. I'm tired as hell. I'm waiting till 1 a.m. so I can call someone just to make sure that they actually show up for the appointment. I got 2 calls happening at 3 a.m. for me. I feel like these guys should close. I know one of them has to show up with his mom on the call. I spoke to him earlier. He said that, oh, see, now this is the thing. Like, I spoke to him earlier. And he was like, hey, like, I spoke to my mom. I don't really think she needs to be on the call. But I was just like, hey, like, you know, if you need to move forward with this, is she in charge of the finances? And he was like, yeah, but, you know, I'll just speak to her after the call. And I just said, hey, bro, like, because this is the thing. They can go back and check that and be like, bro, like, you should have just, like, cancelled it, right? So I said, I'm going to reach out to you an hour before, which is 12 minutes from now. And if he's not able to confirm that his mom can be on the call, then I'm just going to have to cancel it. Because like I said, quality. And like I said, people can check. So if they check and it's like, oh, he said his mom was the decision maker. His mom, you know, financially has access to everything and it goes through her. And he said to you an hour before the call that his mom's not going to be on the call and you still left on the board. That is not good on my side. So I just want to iron out all this shit so that I'm green. That's all it is, green. And then I know as a byproduct, when I start getting volume with this, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to start hitting those numbers. But yeah, that's just how it is on my side right now. Yeah, just a raw video, man. I'm about to go to sleep soon. I just want to do these last couple check-in calls. And yeah, tomorrow I'm going crazy with it. But yeah, that's how it's going for me so far.